Well, the war in Iran could end in 2 to 3 weeks. That's the latest timeline we've heard from the White House. And at least this is what the American president is now claiming. Donald Trump says U.S. forces would end operations in Iran very soon as fuel prices surged to $4 a gallon in the U.S. for the first time since 2022. Now, the U.S. president was asked about high fuel prices, but Trump dismissed any concerns. He said prices will tumble down once he leaves Iran, adding that it will be happening very soon.
I would say that within 2 weeks, maybe 3, we're hitting them very hard. Last night we knocked out tremendous amounts of missile-making facilities, as you probably read or wrote. We knocked out, excuse me?
Pardon me for interrupting. The U.S. will be gone or done with the war in 2
I
or 3
think
weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
Not 3 weeks. If it is
We'll
3
leave.
weeks.
Trump said that the end to U.S. operations is not dependent on reaching any deal with Iran. Trump reiterated that his earlier remarks that reopening the Strait of Hormuz should be other countries' problems, saying Washington will have nothing to do with the crucial waterway.
I think that the people understand it. We'll be leaving very soon, and if France or some other country wants to get oil or gas, they'll go up through the strait and Hormuz Strait. They'll go right up there and they'll be able to fend for themselves. I think it'll be very safe, actually, but we have nothing to do with that.
President Trump also made light of the Iranian threat against leading U.S. tech firms in West Asia. The IRGC listed 18 U.S. companies, and that includes Microsoft, Apple, Google. They listed them as legitimate targets for actively participating in terrorist plots.
The Iranian government threatened a bunch of U.S. companies today in the region, including Google, Apple.
With what? What did they threaten them with? PB guns? Or?
Well, that's a
They don't
good
have much
question.
left to threaten.
My question for you is: is the U.S. talking
what
to
did
those
they?
companies?
You made a said. What did they threaten them with? I don't know.
Well, the White House has announced that Trump would address the nation to provide an important update on Iran. That's scheduled for later on Wednesday. The address is scheduled at 9 p.m. local time, Wednesday. Meanwhile, U.S. Central Command continued its military operations targeting Iran. Thousands of American troops have already been sent to the region, while a third aircraft carrier, USS George H.W. Bush, and its accompanying warships are also heading to the region. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Washington could see the finish line in the Iran war. Talking to Fox News, Rubio said that there is potential for direct meeting with Iran, but said that Trump won't allow negotiations to be used as a delay tactic. Earlier, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi told Al Jazeera that he had received messages from U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff directly, but stressed that it did not amount to any kind of a negotiation. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that Tehran has the necessary will to end the war, provided its enemies guaranteed it would not flare up again. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Netanyahu said that Israel would press ahead with its military campaign against Tehran.
We will continue to crush the terror regime, fortify the security belts around us, and achieve our goals.
Netanyahu also claimed that Israel is forging new alliances with important countries in the region to counter the Iranian threat, but he did not specify which countries were involved.